I've said this a couple of times out there on Threads and on Instagram, but I believe it bears repeating in video format. White people, down to the front. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I want to give a huge shout out to my old faithfuls, and I want to give a huge shout out to my newbies. If you've come across this video and are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'd be happy to have you. Dear white people, Amber Rose is not black. She does not identify as black. Nick Cannon is ignorant. He's ignorant to the majority of black voices and what we have been saying out here in these internet streets for years now. What am I talking about? This is what I'm talking about.
I mean, if he's... White people should be able to say nigga. So, and I'm going to tell you why. Oh, shit. Because no one, when you really stop giving a fuck about stupid, dumbass words, will stop killing each other. And Nick, it's very different. You know, if it says the hard R and they're pointing at you, it's very different than rap lyrics or saying, oh, that's my nigga, that's my homie. Right. You know? If somebody's using a term as a derogatory term, but we know that. You know the difference between somebody just saying
we're all smart enough. We're all smart enough to know what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
So why are we putting so much damage and pain behind? I let my kids curse. They have freedom of speech.
Right.
Why live in America if you don't have freedom of speech? And I let my kids do that. Now, do they say, mommy, fuck you? No.
They bet not.
Do they say, mommy, you're a bitch? No.
Right.
They know what's right and wrong. So at the end of the day, who cares? I've seen white people say nigga, but they're saying it amongst their peers.
They say it real quietly.
Well, mostly their black friends.
Right. They say it in the car.
She kept using the term we. Who the fuck is we? Amber Rose does not identify as black. And here we go again. Freedom of speech. A MAGA nut loves to bring up freedom of speech when they want to say some wrong shit. Amber, Nick Cannon, white people, you have freedom of speech. What you don't have is freedom from consequences in using your freedom of speech. Your freedom of speech rights is tied to the government. It protects you from being held accountable or from prosecution from using your freedom of speech rights. The government cannot come after you because you have freedom of speech. A private organization or a private individual can most certainly hold you accountable for the wrong shit that you say. And Nick Cannon, let me address Nick Cannon because Amber Rose does not identify as black. She is not black. Nick Cannon is. Nick, if you are okay with white people using the N-word around you with the A or the hard ER, that is your choice. White people, if you use the N-word around black people, your friends, and they are okay with that, that is their choice. Black people as a whole, the black community is not a monolith. We do not agree with everything and on every issue. So when you're out there in those streets, think twice about using the N-word, whether it's with the A or the hard ER, because you may come across one black person that is in disagreement with what Amber Rose and Nick Cannon is saying. And they may just light your ass up. And Nick Cannon and Amber Rose will not be around to save you from that ass whooping. And that is on period.